Somalia now, the country who's hosted its first public film screening in 30 years, raising hopes of a cultural renaissance in the war-torn country. As CGTN's Najma Abdurizak now reports, two short films by the Somali director Ibrahim CM were shown at the National Theatre in Mogadishu. Heavy security was in place.
The National Theatre of Somalia has not screened a single film for 3 decades. Well, not until this historic showing in Mogadishu on Wednesday night. The stage was set for the screening of 2 short films by Somali director Ibrahim CM, with tickets selling for $10 each. Whose The First of the films is a horror story about a single woman moving into an empty house. The other, a not-so-romantic comedy called Date from Hell.
We used to watch films cheaply, but that time was over when the civil war broke out and people fled from the city. I have never watched a film in the last 30 years, and I would like to see cinema reopen and watch movies again.
Among the crowd at the National Theatre was 24-year-old Kaif Jama, who is the writer and star of both films.
This is for every Somali youth that wants to make movies, that now they have a hope, that they know that the National Theatre is ready for them. Every Somali person in Mogadishu and all of Somalia is ready for them. Every fan who wants movies is ready for them. Every Somali kid is ready for them.
Kaif left Somalia when she was 6 years old and moved between neighboring Kenya and Uganda before settling in the Egyptian capital of Cairo at the age of 19. Since then, she has made 60 short films and skits with Somali filmmaker Ibrahim CM.
Films help every society to be shaped in certain ways. If our people, if every Somali person is watching Indian movies and Arab movies in their own TVs, then they're being influenced by those movies. They're being influenced by those people's culture. But if our own movies come to the TV and come to the theaters, then every Somali person and a child will be shaped and being influenced by their own culture.
The National Theatre of Somalia captured the country's rich storytelling tradition in the 1970s and 80s. Built by Chinese engineers in 1967, the theatre hosted everything from live concerts and plays to musicals. But all fell apart when the seaside capital of Mogadishu went silent after the 1991 civil war. In the meantime, back in the theatre, it's a historical night for Somalis as they watch the revival of hope after so many years of challenges. Najma Abdurizak, CGTN.